Hi everyone, Myra here, back with a quick project share. Oh, these teacups. They've been a thorn in my side for a while. I started these teacups months ago, and I had cut them out and assembled them together, and I had painted them different colors. Like a couple of them I had painted pink, and one was turquoise blue or something. But anyway, after I got them painted, they just sat and glared at me because I couldn't figure out what to do with them next. And they just glared at me, and every time I'd look around the room, there they'd be looking at me. And finally, I decided, well, why don't I do them up for Christmas? So I I looked through my Christmas paper, and I found a collection that I wanted to use. It was this one right here. I got it at Tuesday morning a few months back. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's the Cosmo Cricket. I think it's Jolly Days. But this is, and I wanted a neutral color that would go with all of it, so I picked an ivory color for the base, and then I just picked out a different paper for each cup. Get that out of the way. Sorry for the crinkling. So even though these really don't look all that, this one kind of does, because it kind of has the little snowflakes. I don't know if you can see, it kind of has snowflakes on it, but basically they really don't look like that much like Christmas paper. But anyway, I made them into a Christmas theme, and they're basically all the same. I made 6 of them, and they're all pretty much the same. I put some crocheted looking lace around the top, and I added little sprays and put stickles on it, and added some sprays up here, flowers, a little bling, this little Merry Christmas thing. It had some little holes up here to hang it by, but I clipped those off with my wire cutters, and I put a little bit of stickles on that. And for the bottom, I used one of my Spellbinder dies for this doily looking thing here, and then I added lace around each one and put felt on the bottom because it, just to finish it off. And I had my thought was that I would make a tea bag shape and put little mints or candy or something in it. But then I got to thinking, well, how would I close it without, going through a whole mess of adding snaps or Velcro or something like that where it could be opened. So I thought, well, if I put candy in it and I staple it, or if I sew it closed, then I never can get the candy. So I made it into a sachet type thing. And the spoon is just stuck in there. And the sachet is made out of fabric that I had that looks kind of like, this was already this color. It was already looks kind of like a stained tea bag. And I just made it kind of like a tea bag. Let's see if I can show you real quick. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. I started out using some interfacing, this stuff here, but I didn't want it so stark white, and I didn't want to dye it, and so this was my first choice, but I went with the fabric afterwards because it was just too much trouble to dye this and all that, and I didn't want it to stain the cup, and on and on. So how I did this was I took a piece that was 6 by 10, folded it in half long ways, and sewed all the way down the side about 1/4 of an inch, and then I flattened it out this way, found the center, and just sewed across the center. And then when I got the potpourri stuff, all I did was I used some batting and a piece of Kleenex, clean one of course, put a little fragrant stuff, and the only thing I had, I don't have it handy right here, was some, I think it's called infusers. It's where you put it in the bottom and you put like sticks in, and it's supposed to wake up the sticks and smell. That's all I had, and it was a cinnamon nutmeg. So I put a little bit of that on. I don't know how long that scent will last, but I put a little bit on a tissue and then wrapped the batting around the tissue and stuffed it in each side. And once I got that in there, I flattened out my seams and I folded it up like this, matching the center, and then I just folded down each side like this, and then you fold the point down, and then I just took my needle and thread and went in and out, through there, back here, back up, just back and forth through this section right here to hold it. And then I cut me a string for the, where's it at here? This is actually crochet cotton. Cut me a 10-inch piece of string, and I put it through, how you put it through, and then I can explain it, but if you need me to, I will later, ask me but you put it through, and then well, here, I'll show you. Maybe I can undo it some so you can see. Maybe. Okay. See how you get the loop, and then you pull it through like that. Oh, might help if I was in frame, huh? I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, I tied it to the tag, and then I just tied a knot in this end of it, and whenever I was sewing, I made sure the knot was on this side of where I was sewing, so whenever the tag, the tag wouldn't pull through the stitches. I also stitched through the string too, just to make sure it was secure, but anyway, that's the way I did that. I just folded it down like that, and then my stitches were showing, so I just glued a bow, pre-made bow on this side, and a button on this side. And so there's my little tea bag, and it can come out, and you could, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how long the scent will stay, so might need to add some more, or maybe spritz it with your favorite perfume or something. But whenever I had it in my cup, before I put this paper doily in there, I had it stuck in there while I was working on stuff, and yesterday, and then today, whenever I went to remove it out of the cup to finish it off, it was sticking to the inside of the cup. And I had decoupaged everything, so everything was, it's not sticky at all. So I think what might have happened was some of the moisture from the smelly stuff may have caused it. I don't know. But anyway, I went and got some paper napkins, or paper doily, and put in there, so the tea bag can come in and out if you want to, if you need to remove it to add more scent. But it's just stuck down in there, and then I can put a to and from, or a little saying or something on the tag whenever I get ready to send it. And then I just stuck a spoon in it, because I thought of maybe gluing one on the side or something like that, but then I thought, well, mailing it, it's going to be sticking out, so I thought, well, I'll just stick it into the cup like that. But there's my little teacup, and I put pearls around just to finish it off here. This is the back side, and then whenever I gift it, I'll probably put it in like a cellophane bag that ties up here with some pretty trims or something on it. But there's one of them. Oh, and I put pearly things on the handles on each one. So get my hand out of the way. There's that one. And then I did this one. This one is the only one that has this box trim around the top. It was the first one I did, and I didn't have very much of that, so I had to go dig in my stash and get some other stuff. But here's the second one. And this one had a flaw on this side, so I just took some lace and a flower and covered the flaw, so otherwise it wouldn't have anything on the side. But it looks alright. Here's the back side of this one. And each one, like I said, got felt on the bottom. So there's my second one. And Here's another one. I think they turned out alright after, after all was said and done. It just seemed like it just took forever, because, like I said, I had made the teacup parts months ago, and it just kept glaring at me and bothering me, finish me, finish me. You know how those projects talk to you? Do your projects talk to you? Mine do. They giggle at me and glare and say, "Haha, I'm still over here. Haha, you haven't finished me." You get that? Yeah. Here's another one. And all this paper came from that paper stack, and like I said, it really doesn't look all that Christmassy, but I kind of like that. It was kind of a neutral. If you wanted to, you could have this sitting out all year long. I have Christmas stuff out all year long anyway, because I love Christmas. But there's that one. So that's 4. I got 2 more. Here's another one I did. Like I said, they're all basically the same, but just kind of different colors. There's the back side of it. I'm really happy to finally be done with them, if you know what I mean. Do you ever get that where you're just so glad a project's over and done with? 'Cause it's really been glaring at you, mocking you every time you look at it. Here's the last one. And this one had a little flaw, so I just stuck a flower there. And I just added one on this side just because. I don't know why I did that. Because there wasn't a flaw on that side. Anyway, that's my projects. That's my little teacups for Christmas. Hope everybody is having a good day and everybody's gearing up for their Christmas. And I hope everybody is healthy and well and happy, and I wish everybody in good health, because the older you get, the more you start falling apart, and the more you realize how short life really is. So thank you everybody for watching. I really do appreciate all the comments everybody leaves. I so appreciate you watching. And I most of all appreciate your friendship and prayers. It means a whole lot to me. Thank you. Till next time. Meow for now.